Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome back to your daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And on this Cricket Happening show, firstly, as I said, I'm talking from Canada. I'm broadcasting this cricket show from Canada. So I would like to start off with the second match which happened today in round one in the global T20 in Canada at King City. The match was between Winnipeg Hawks led by David Warner and Montreal Tigers. Not David Warner, sorry, Dwayne Bravo, I suppose. And also the Montreal Tigers, who were led by Lasith Malinga. And I have to say that the Winnipeg Hawks totally blew off the Montreal Tigers. Winnipeg Hawks making 203 for 4. Ben McDermott was superb. He was the man of the match with his very good knock. When I've seen him play some great knocks in the Big Bash League, he's the son of the former former fast bowler Craig McDermott, Ben McDermott, and he did a good job with the bat, slashing I think 48 if I'm not wrong. He has 68 of 46 balls, 7 fours and 1 6. And Montreal Tigers were bowled out for 157. But I have to tell you, there was one bowler who really impressed a lot with his kind of bowling, the pace bowler, Ali Khan, who showed that he had some raw pace in him, and the experts were a very high praise from Dean Jones, Simon Dole, especially Dean Jones was of high praise for Ali Khan, as he not only took 2 wickets, but he was bowling at good pace and bowling some superb Yorkers as well, and giving the batsman a really tough time, which I'll be talking about. So as I said, I just started off with that as far as the snippets are concerned. And the other news, we'll be looking at the second T20, the final T20 match before India embark on that very big tour of England, where they'll play ODIs, T20s and test matches. And the second T20, it was totally one-sided. India slammed the Ireland bowlers to make 213 for 4. Rahul 70 and Shreyas Raina 69, the principal scorers. Ireland were bowled out for 70. Once again, they had their fallibility against the spin bowlers. And India won by a huge margin of 143 runs. And that is something which has only happened once by, I think, Pakistan. And this is the second highest margin by which a team has been beaten. So that is what. So definitely India doing well, and Ireland definitely not learning their lessons very quickly, one could say. And the England team has been announced for the 3-match ODI series against India, and Ben Stokes has been is back into the mix. So that really strengthens this England team a great deal. Well, I'll come back to all that, but as I said, since I'm broadcasting from Canada, let's start off with the second match, round one in the global T20 tournament. Winnipeg Hawks were taking on the Montreal Tigers. As I said, it's all going to be only a summary. So talking about the card, Winnipeg Hawks were the ones who actually batted first, and they racked up a score of 203 for 4 with Simmons making 36 of 24 balls with 4 fours and 2 sixes. David Warner playing his first game after quite a long time, disappointed as he was clean bowled by Lasith Malinga. Now let's look at what happened. I mean, how David Warner was out, and Malinga, I have to tell you, was very impressive with the ball. What a splendid, I mean, still has that a sort of bowling that one has seen him from the past. And as you know, now he's not finding favor with the Sri Lankan team, as we all know. And looking at his bowling, one was really surprised that even at this age, Lasith Malinga is still bowling beautifully. Look at his bowling figures: 4 overs, no maiden, 19 runs and 2 wickets. He's also the captain of the team, as you know. And he actually struck in the second over. In fact, it's a beautiful delivery, and this was really a ripper, according to me, from Lasith Malinga, which went on to shatter the stumps of David Warner. and was pitched on a good length and went on to hit the stumps right away. And Warner was out for one, and that was a big wicket. And then walked in Ben McDermott. Now, Ben McDermott coming in at one drop, for many it would have been a sort of a surprise, but one has really seen that Ben McDermott can really hit the ball very hard. And he really showed that as to why he was coming in at one drop at the fall of David Warner's wicket. And Ben McDermott was the man who really hit the Montreal Tigers bowlers to all parts of the field, and he even went after Nareen. And it was a real surprise to see that Sunil Nareen, who normally is a very economical bowler, went for 35 runs of his 4 overs. Peter Siddle was slapped for 51 runs of his 4 overs. Cooper had 3 overs, 1 for 45. George Walker 1 for 6. Dwayne Smith 1 over, bowled for 10. And Ashley Nurse, the spinner, 3 overs, disappeared for 37. Ben McDermott was the man who was making it happen. And Simmons' contribution was 36 of 24 balls, 4 fours and 2 sixes. Ben McDermott was superb, and he got the Man of the Match award. And let me tell you, Ben McDermott, when I've seen the Big Bash League in Australia, he has done he has played some great knocks, and he's a very dangerous all-rounder, one could say. As far as the batting is concerned, Ben McDermott really packs a punch when he hits the ball. Darren Bravo actually came in. I think it was Dwayne Bravo. I'm sorry about it. It was Darren Bravo, his brother, actually making 54 of 29 deliveries with 3 fours and 5 sixes. And Darren Bravo, as you know, he has modelled himself on Brian Lara, as you all know. And then David Miller took over to really play some good shots, and he finished with an unbeaten 35 to his name of 15 deliveries, which included 2 fours and 3 sixes. Bravo's not out on 5. 303 for 4 was a pretty good total, lots of sixes being hit. Now it was the turn of the Montreal Tigers to chase a target of 204 runs to win from 20 overs. And Dwayne Smith, we all know what an attacking player is. Dwayne Smith hits the ball very hard, and Sunil Nareen, who was very successful in the Big Bash, in the IPL, with his pyrotechnics that he uses, but today it was not to be. Sunil Nareen was dismissed. He definitely, in fact, the start from Montreal Tigers chasing 204 was not good at all, because with the very second delivery of the Montreal Tigers innings, Ali Khan, as I said, who started the bowling operations, he's a pace bowler. He has a good physique, nice height, and he has a good run up towards the wicket, has a nice bowling action, and he was the one who really showed that he had lots of pace in him, and he actually got the first wicket of the big wicket at that of Dwayne Smith. One knows what a dangerous customer he can be, and that was a big wicket according to me. That was the key, because Dwayne Smith could have continued, probably that total would have been probably within reach. So Dwayne Smith was caught very well by Warner of the bowling of Ali Khan for naught. So that was wicket number 1. Sunil Nareen rode his luck. Tried hitting a few, and Sunil Nareen, he retired hurt too. He was injured, and he came back later. His contribution was 20 of 15 deliveries with 2 sixes. Moises, the problem for Montreal Tigers happened to be that nobody was really able to go on and get a big score. That was the problem. I mean, if you look at the card there, Sunil Nareen got 20, Moises Enriquez got 23 of 27 balls with 1 4. Worker was out for 26 of 19 deliveries, 1 4 and 2 sixes. Sikandar Raja, the Zimbabwean batsman, made 30 of 13 deliveries, 2 fours and 3 sixes. He was a victim of Ali Khan, who was the best bowler today. Ramadan was out for naught. Ryan Pathan was out for 20 of 12 balls with 4 fours. Ashley Nurse really showed some power towards the end. But again, as I said, the task was really beyond them, because They needed someone to stand there, and that was not happening. And that really, helped the Winnipeg Hawks win the match. Ashley Nurse made 26 of 14, 2 fours, 2 sixes. Cooper out for naught. Siddle not out 2. It was all out. Malinga was out for naught. 157 all out. But as I said, if at all when I have to speak about it, one was really impressed. As I said, Dean Jones, the expert commentator in the commentator box, was really impressed with this bloke Ali Khan, who was really hitting his straps very well. As I said, he has a good physique, good bowling action, nice, lots of pace, and he troubled the batsman to a great extent. If you look at his bowling figures, 4 overs no made and 2 for 18 on his first dig in international cricket was a superb effort. Ryan Emmerich 4 overs 1 for 43. Dwayne Bravo 4 overs 3 for 24. I'm sure we are going to hear a lot about Ali Khan in this particular tournament, because even in his first match he has proved very impressive. Bravo 3 for 24 really mixed it up. I mean, Dwayne Bravo is someone who has that sleight of hand that one calls in cricket. He can bowl a slower ball, he can bowl a Yorker, he can bowl a much slower ball, he can bowl a quicker delivery, he can bowl a bouncer, he can bowl a Yorker, he can bowl everything with the same action, and he can really fox the batsman. 4 overs no made and 24 runs and 3 wickets for Dwayne Bravo. Dayal 2 overs none for 19. Junaid Siddiqui 3.5 overs no made and 35 runs and 3 wickets. Took 3 wickets, Junaid Siddiqui. 1 over for 15 for Tom Webster. And I can say that this tournament is really going off well. Lots of sixes being hit, which the commentators were talking about. Probably yesterday was 31, so probably it has already reached the 50 mark, I reckon, with the sixes being hit. If I look at the card there, I'm just looking at the sixes, how many sixes were hit. 9 from Montreal Tigers, and if you look at the Winnipeg Hawks, there were 20. So I think it's almost like 51 sixes have been hit in the tournament. And also Dean Jones did mention that this particular ground in King City is not a very small ground at all. You still have to have the elevation. Still, there are larger parts that you need to clear, and one felt that this was good batting. That is good to know. So let's talk about now. As I said, this was the second match. Tomorrow in Canada, we'll be in the Global T20 tournament, the Canada Dry Global T20 tournament. We are going to see a double header which is coming up. Toronto Nationals is a part of it as well, and some certain other teams will be playing their first games in this tournament. Now the next thing that I would like to talk about is the second T20. As I said, the second T20 which was played between India and Ireland. India were the ones who batted first. They got off to a roaring start. In fact, not a roaring start. In fact, Virat Kohli opened the innings today, and as Virat Kohli promised, all the players were given opportunities. And KL Rahul went on slamming the Ireland bowlers to such a degree that he made 70 runs of just 36 deliveries, which included 3 fours and 6 sixes. Virat Kohli was out very cheaply. Caught Dockrell bowled chase. Now looking at the dismissal of Virat Kohli, he was taken at the deep square boundary. He got a short ball which was well bowled, I thought, by Peter Chase. It was climbing onto his ribs, and Kohli went with the full-blooded pull, so basically the ball actually went into the air and he was caught. Suresh Raina contributed very good 69 of 45 dealt with 5 fours and 3 sixes. O'Brien definitely caused a flutter in the middle order, where he picked up 3 wickets in a trice. In fact, he dismissed KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma for duck, and Suresh Raina in a pretty. He did it probably in the 5 overs, and that really made the runs dry up. And one thought that probably whether India will be able to breach past the 200 mark. Well, it was possible due to Hardik Pandya muscling an unbeaten 32 of just 9 deliveries, 1 4 and 4 sixes. Manish Pandey was not out on 20 of 20, 1 4 and 213 for 4 was what India put up on the board. The bowling, Simi Singh got some cavalier treatment from the bat of KL Rahul. He could not bowl his full quota due to that. 2 overs, none for 32. Rankin 3 overs cost him 33. So not a good bowling by Boyd Rankin. Chase was impressive. Took the important wicket of Kohli. 4 overs, 1 for 42. Thompson 1 over for 17. Dockrell was very good. 4 overs, none for 30. Sterling 2 overs, none for 19. Kevin O'Brien was impressive. 4 overs, no more than 3 for 40. Ireland were chasing a target of 214 runs to win from their 20 overs, and the problem for Ireland was it was much compounded today because Umesh Yadav picked up Sterling's wicket pretty quickly in the piece for not. Shannon, who rode a charmed life the other day, could not get going. His wicket was taken by Siddharth Kaul, who was making his debut. If I'm not wrong, I'm just trying to check that. Yes, Siddharth Kaul was making his T20 debut, and he got his maiden wicket in the form of Shannon for 2. William Porterfield, who came in at 1 drop today, was again beaten by pace. He was clean bowled by Yadav. His middle stump knocked out for 14 of 11 delivers, 1-4 and 1-6. And after that, it was the spinners once again coming up, and one really found that Ireland did not have the technique to play the spinners. They once again faltered against the spinners. With Balbirnie bowled Chahal 1 out of 7 balls, 1-4. They did not know how the ball was spinning, whether it was spinning away or spinning in, and they paid the penalty. Wilson out for 15. 18 balls, 2 fours. Kevin O'Brien was out for naught. Simi Singh for naught. Thompson 13. Dockrell 4. Rankin 10. And finally the Ireland innings was wrapped up for just 70 runs, resulting in a huge victory for the Indians, the second highest T20 victory posted here as a record. And Umesh Yadav 2 overs, 2 for 19. Siddharth Kaul got 2 overs, 1 for 4, bowled very well, I thought. Hardik Pandya 2 overs, 1 for 10. Chahal 4 overs, 3 for 21. And Kuldeep Yadav 2.3 overs, no maiden, 3 for 16. The man of the match going to Lokesh Rahul. Yuzvendra Chahal was given the player of the series. And let me tell you, the easy thing is over for India now. Now they would be up against England for this grueling series, which is going to start, and one is really looking forward to it. And on the eve of that, Ben Stokes has been named into England ODI team to take on India in the 3-match ODI series. So just looking at the team, well, it's not much of a difference. Morgan captain, Moeen Ali, Johnny Bairstow, Jake Ball, Josh Butler, Tom Curran. So Sam Curran has lost his place. Alex Hales, so Tom Curran's brother Sam Curran goes away. Alex Hales, Liam Plunkett, Adil Rashid, Joe Root, Jason Roy, Ben Stokes, David Willey, and Mark Wood. So this is the composition of the team, and England definitely looking very strong. And one knows that England on their home turf, one knows that how strong they are. I think they are going to play. I'm just trying to see because India is going to get time to acclimatize compared to what happened previously. So the ODIs are getting underway on July the 12th, but before that, I think India will be playing 3 T20s. So it goes like this on the England tour. They first play the T20s, then it goes to the ODI series, and then we march on to the really the classic version of it, the test matches. And there lies the real battle between India and England. And India did not have a very good time last time, so India would definitely like to turn it around, and Kohli is quite confident. He says that you are going to get much acclimatized. Last time they could not get more used because they were just landing in there and started playing the matches, but now because they're going to play the T20 and ODIs before, that really makes them probably getting more used to the conditions as far as England are concerned. And I think it could be a very nice battle in the offing as far as India versus England in Test series is concerned. Well, dear fans, and also I can just on a small note here, India A playing on the West Indies. India racked up a very huge score of 354, and the West Indies could not have any answer, and they succumbed. They were bowled out. It was a big victory for the India A team. India A team centuries for the dapper wicketkeeper Prithvi Shaw, and also to Hanuman Vihari. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that's really sums up this daily cricket show of mine today. Hope to catch up with you all tomorrow during the weekend. That's on Saturday, with covering the two matches which will be played in the Canada Dry Global T20 tournament at King City, and also we will look at some other cricket news as well. So until such time, it's good night from my studios. Thank you.